Salutations and welcome to a spoiler-free first impressions review of Starfield, which is mostly spoiler-free in the sense that I could not get far enough into the game to spoil anything worthwhile. I know I haven't posted anything in a while, but this first impression was bad enough that I figured I should jump back into it just for this. So one of the first things you'll probably notice is that the audio just cuts out entirely. And then the screen freezes up. That's not an editing thing. The game's just doing that. This is a Bethesda game, so I wanted to do some Bethesda games, pick some stuff up, throw it around. Interestingly, if you do that with stuff that's not inventory stuff that you can pick up, it's pretty quick, but with like these pliers, you have to hold it for a few seconds before it'll actually pick it up, which didn't feel intuitive. I didn't actually realize you could pick those up at first just because of that, because I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 again, honestly, and I feel like it's quicker than that to just pick stuff up. Same for bodies, to have to hold it down for a little bit longer than feels intuitive. I was looking around for some explosive barrels to do something funny. They just didn't generate in when I loaded this save. The save, when you load, it just kind of drops stuff where it should be sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what's up with that. That's finicky. Other Bethesda things are just attacking NPCs for no reason, so that's what I tried next. You can attack these people. If you have damage numbers turned on, it will show that. And then once he's all down, he'll stand up from his prone position just to fall back down prone. Doesn't die, because apparently this isn't how Bethesda games work anymore. Nobody cares that you're attacking this guy. But that's just for NPCs that don't matter. Can't kill them. Still take damage, but can't kill them. For NPCs that actually matter, like these two people I'm supposed to be talking to. Oh, wait for the game to catch up. They are immortal. Don't take any damage. Can't kill them. Which is something they did in Fallout 76. And it kind of made sense in that it's a multiplayer game. They don't want you killing NPCs that other people need to talk to. But this is not a multiplayer game. This is a single-player game. Oh. Can't even hear the bullets. Oh, there's the sound. It's catching up now. Yeah, they're completely immortal. Except the robot for some reason. But I guess maybe that's not a character that's going to be in the conversation we're about to have, so it's fine if he takes damage, I guess. So since the game wasn't running so well in the place I was supposed to be, I did want to go and explore the aimless wilderness of places I'm not supposed to be, just to see if it would run a little better. And to its credit, on the lowest possible settings, it does seem to run okay, away from anything important. So there were a couple of points of interest I was able to locate, which was fine. That was great. Except there's nothing interesting there. And that might be because I haven't progressed the story enough for it to start doing interesting things. But this first one I came across, it's just some crystals, which are pretty, but I can't even mine them. They're just there as a static thing to look at. Visually, sure, it's nice enough, but functionally, absolutely useless, which feels like this game as a whole so far. Actually, not even that, because I have to have it on lowest settings just to get it to not crash. And mind you, this is a game where this is a system that I can use to run Fallout 4 with like 300 mods, and it runs fine. And looks better than this. So that I shouldn't be having that much trouble. There was also a cave that I came across, which also didn't have much of anything in it. A couple of resource nodes, nothing worth a loading screen. Alright, so now we're into the character creation, which I wanted to bring up just because it's... well, you'll see. You start out with, there's like 40 templates to choose from. Each one still acts a little buggy by itself, but yeah, there's just 40 random assortment of people. And then you pick one of these and you go into the actual character creation. So for the body, you have two body types. There's a masculine and feminine body type, which doesn't label as such, but it's clear that was the intention. Same with the walk style, masculine walk style, and a feminine walk style, which again, not labeled, but clearly the intention. There's some skin tones to choose from, I think, like 8? 9. 9 of them. And then you get into the more detailed stuff, the shape. Body shape, I will give them a little credit for having a little more options for that. I believe one of the complaints people had with Fallout 4 was that you could make a more heavy-set male, but not a more heavy-set female character, which this one seems to let you do if you interpret body type number 2 as feminine. Now, as far as character creation goes, first thing I'm going to do is turn off the hair to make this a little clearer to see. A little limited head shape. You got square, round, thin, or wide. Those are 4 options. There's no in between. It's just you have one of these 4 face types, I guess, head types. There's shapes you can adjust with the other stuff, the finer refined stuff. There's the more basic, narrow stuff like that. There's these presets. And this is a little clearer on the forehead. But the presets will choose a shape, but also what texture you have. So if you look on a couple of these, there's like forehead wrinkles that aren't on other ones. So I guess that's what you should focus on first if you're adjusting the shape anyway, is the texture you're giving your forehead, because that's not a separate option. And then there's the wide and forward-backward for forehead. Those are the more obvious, like this is what these sliders do. And all these little sliders below them that are not clear at all what they're doing. So like you can tweak this slider as you can see, if you tweak one, it adjusts all the others in now the same little box. But I have no idea what I'm actually tweaking here. It's unclear, they're just labeled by number. For forehead, nothing seems to be changing much. There's like minor alterations. If I go to the eyes, it's a lot clearer that something is changing. Like this first one seems to be how deep the eyelids are. Maybe. Second one also seems to be adjusting that, but that might just be because it's tweaking the first one because I'm sliding it. Some of these do a lot more of an effect on something. But they're not labeled, so I don't know what they do. And I don't think I'd be able to make anything with this character creator that doesn't just look like an extremely high definition Oblivion mod. Other character creations are your background. You have to choose a background. There is one that's just nothing though, but each background gives you a few starting skills. And your traits. You don't actually have to choose any traits. All of them have a positive and a negative. I'm just going to grab Alien DNA because that one sounds cool. Next option is your name. Choose whatever you want. It's a name. I don't think this has any like voice acted stuff like in Fallout 4 where they call you by name. And then you get to choose your pronouns. So they got 3 to choose from. The most basic options to get their, I guess, diversity option checked off is the they, them, as opposed to, there's no neo-pronouns option. You can't just choose your own pronouns. That would be too much freedom, I guess.
Figured you were scraping together credits after a bad lab accident or something.
As you can see, there's a little A little bit of a problem with the lip syncing and the game trying to catch up to what they're saying. And again, lowest possible settings. I actually had to download a mod to
You remember anything that
make the
happened?
settings lower than there should be able to go.
Huh. Either way,
And it still has trouble
All
running.
this trouble for that stupid.
And this isn't just a problem with my computer, because when I was looking for options to fix this, I've seen people talking about having the same issues even with top-of-the-line graphics cards and PCs. Just a little more, you can see I can attack this person. She does the Bethesda thing where they stand up and then fall over. That's just a Bethesda game thing. I won't complain about that. What I can complain about is that nobody seems to care that I am just killing, well, not killing because they don't die, nobody dies, but just attacking people for no reason. No effect when I attack somebody I need to talk to. Nobody cares that I'm doing this.
Whoa.
This game feels like they
Boring space? Does that?
took the framework of Fallout 76, not Fallout 4, because in Fallout 4 you can kill whoever you want. For the most part, some of them are essential. But then they just sort of slapped some space paint on it. Just, like they saw Outer Worlds, they were like, we could do that, and then they slapped it over Fallout 76, is what it feels like.
Hey, watch it! You did it. Careful! Hey, watch it!
this has been a good run. You lucked out.
Careful! What's wrong with you?
Glad when we're off this ride.
Oh. Rare gun, just in a box here, that's nice. But that's, I think, about all I have to say about this. Not great first impressions, granted. The game's not technically out yet. I might be a pre-release version. The game froze up. Because I did get the special edition, which gives you slightly early access. I don't know if they'll be releasing like a fix the game patch right before it comes out or something. But as it stands right now, this is a garbage fire. And it just doesn't feel like a Bethesda game should. I mean, Bethesda games are always buggy, but this is worse. This just feels like they stopped caring at all. So that'll be all I have to say about this, and thank you for watching, and until next time, if there is a next time,
Lynn sure seems to like
farewell.
it. Guess she would know, being the boss and all.